Johnny Depp, the man who gave us unforgettable characters like Captain Jack Sparrow and Edward Scissorhands, was recently spotted walking through Manchester wearing a medical boot and using a crutch. For many fans, it was surprising to see him like that. We're so used to seeing Johnny with his confident, almost effortless charm, that seeing him move slowly and carefully felt strange, even emotional. But what truly stood out that day wasn't the crutch or the boot, it was his smile. Despite the obvious pain, Depp seemed calm, grounded, and determined, showing the world once again that resilience runs deep in his spirit. It all started a few months ago during his tour with Hollywood Vampires, the rock supergroup he performs with. Johnny had sustained an ankle injury. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. He brushed it off and tried to continue performing. After all, he's Johnny Depp. He's been through public battles, personal storms, and career turbulence. An ankle injury? That wouldn't stop him, or so he thought. But as the shows continued and the travel schedule got more intense, the injury worsened. Eventually, doctors told him something no performer likes to hear: you need to rest. That advice hit hard. Imagine preparing for months to perform live, feeling the energy of your fans, and then being told to sit out. For Depp, that must have felt like a punch to the gut. He's not just an actor, he's a performer at heart. Music gives him joy. The stage is where he feels alive. Yet, he had no choice. The pain in his ankle had become too much. Shows had to be postponed, and fans were left worried, not just about missing performances, but about Johnny's well-being. But if there's one thing we've learned about Depp over the years, it's that he doesn't stay down for long. Fast forward to Manchester, and there he was, walking with a crutch, wearing a protective medical boot, and still greeting fans like he always does. He stopped for selfies, signed autographs, and smiled through it all. Every step looked difficult, but he carried himself with quiet strength. It wasn't the swagger of a movie star. It was something deeper, the calm strength of someone who's been through real pain and learned to face it with grace. You could see it in his eyes. The exhaustion, the focus, the gratitude. He wasn't trying to hide the injury. He wasn't pretending to be invincible. He was simply being human. And that's what makes him so relatable. We've all had those moments, when life knocks us down, when our plans fall apart, when we have to slow down even though we don't want to. Seeing Depp walk with that crutch was a reminder that even icons have to heal one step at a time. Now, let's talk about how this all happened. While Johnny hasn't shared every detail, reports suggest the injury got worse during the European leg of his tour. Constantly being on the move, performing night after night, and barely getting time to rest, that combination can take a toll on anyone, especially on stage performers who rely on physical energy. Think about it, standing, singing, and performing for hours with an injured ankle? That's not just painful. That's nearly impossible. Still, Depp found a way. He adjusted his stage presence. He performed sitting down more often. He made jokes about his situation, using humor to connect with fans. And honestly, that's classic Johnny. Instead of hiding, he turned his vulnerability into a shared moment. Fans loved it. They saw not just the star, but the person, someone who refuses to quit, even when life gets hard. Doctors say that ankle injuries like his can take months to heal. They often require rest, physical therapy, and proper support. The medical boot he's wearing helps stabilize his joint, keeping pressure off the injured area. The crutch helps him walk without worsening the pain. But the physical healing is just one part of it. The mental recovery, that's where the real battle happens. When you're used to being active, creative, and constantly on the move, being forced to slow down can be tough. But here's where Johnny shines. Instead of letting the downtime drag him down, he's used it to reconnect with his fans, his art, and his gratitude. He's often seen interacting warmly with people, always smiling, always thanking them for their support. That kind of positivity isn't just for the cameras. It's genuine, and it actually helps the healing process. Studies show that positive emotions and social support can speed up physical recovery. And looking at Depp now, it's clear that he's healing not just physically, but emotionally too. What's also interesting is that many artists use recovery periods as moments of reflection and creativity. When life slows down, inspiration tends to flow differently. It's no surprise if Depp, during this healing phase, is dreaming up new projects, maybe writing music, sketching ideas, or developing stories for future films. After all, he's always been a storyteller. Whether through movies, music, or art, he expresses himself best when life throws him a curveball. If you think about it, this injury might be a blessing in disguise. It's forcing him to pause, to breathe, and to realign. And fans are loving this more grounded, human side of him. The way he talks to people, the way he smiles despite the pain, it feels real. It's as if he's telling us, yeah, life hurts sometimes. But you keep going. During his Manchester appearances, fans noticed something beautiful. Even though Johnny was walking slowly and carefully, his energy felt lighter. He was taking time to appreciate the crowd, to look people in the eyes, to laugh. There was no rush, no showmanship, just presence. One fan even described it as watching a man who's learned to find peace in pain. And honestly, that sums it up perfectly. It's moments like these that remind us why Johnny Depp remains one of the most beloved figures in entertainment. It's not just about his looks, his talent, or his fame. It's about his heart. He's been through public trials, heartbreaks, and controversies, and yet, every time, he gets back up. Maybe a little slower this time, maybe with a crutch, but always with dignity. Experts say that recovery is as much a mental journey as a physical one. The body can heal, but the mind needs patience. When someone pushes through pain while staying optimistic, it builds resilience. And that's exactly what we're seeing with Johnny right now. He's not rushing the process. He's letting it unfold, one careful step at a time. His fans have also played a big role. The love and support he's received during this time have been overwhelming. People have been sending well wishes, artwork, and letters, and Johnny has acknowledged them with gratitude. That connection between him and his fans isn't just fame-driven. It's built on mutual respect. He gives them authenticity, and they give him loyalty. There's also something symbolic about seeing him with a crutch. For years, Johnny has carried emotional and career weight, criticism, legal battles, misunderstandings. The crutch now almost feels metaphorical. It's a reminder that even the strongest among us sometimes need a little help to move forward. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make him weak, it makes him human. And that's why people relate to him so deeply. We've all had to lean on something, or someone, when we weren't at our best. We've all had moments where life forced us to slow down and heal. Watching Johnny go through this publicly, with grace, gives others hope. It says, it's okay to take your time. It's okay to heal. Even though his recovery is ongoing, the fact that he's out there, performing, connecting, smiling, shows that he's not letting pain define him. He's writing a new chapter in his story, one that's about endurance, patience, and quiet strength. And in a world obsessed with perfection, seeing a global icon like Johnny embrace imperfection feels refreshing. One can only imagine what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe he's doing physical therapy, maybe he's journaling, maybe he's writing music late into the night, reflecting on everything he's been through. Whatever it is, it's shaping him in new ways. Because pain has a strange way of transforming people. It softens them. It makes them more empathetic, more aware, more real. And that's what fans are sensing in Johnny now. The truth is, recovery is rarely linear. Some days are better than others. Some mornings, the pain probably feels unbearable. Other days, he might wake up feeling hopeful. But every small step forward counts, literally and emotionally. Seeing him take those steps, crutch in hand, reminds us that healing doesn't always look pretty. Sometimes, it's slow. Sometimes, it's messy. But it's progress nonetheless. And through it all, Johnny hasn't lost his humor. Fans who've met him recently say he still cracks jokes, still teases, still carries that playful spark. It's as if the crutch is just another prop, part of his story, not the end of it. Guess even Captain Jack Sparrow has to trade his rum for a crutch sometimes, one fan joked. And Johnny laughed, because that's who he is. He takes the pain, but he never loses the laughter. As he continues his tour and recovery, one thing's clear, his spirit is unbroken. The road to full recovery might take time, but Johnny's resilience shines brighter than ever. Every photo, every fan encounter, every careful step is a testament to his strength. So what can we take away from this? Maybe it's a reminder that healing doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing to move forward, even when it hurts. It means showing up, for yourself, for your passion, for the people who believe in you. Johnny Depp is doing exactly that. Crutch or no crutch, he's still standing. Still performing. Still inspiring millions who see a bit of themselves in his journey. Now here's a thought for you, what do you admire most about Johnny's resilience? Is it the way he stays humble despite fame? The way he faces pain with quiet courage? Or maybe the fact that he keeps finding beauty in broken moments? Think about it, and share your thoughts below. And if you love stories that reveal the human side of celebrities, the strength behind the spotlight, make sure to check out the next video about Johnny Depp's emotional thank you to his fans. It's one of the most heartfelt moments you'll ever see. Before you go, don't forget to like this video if it inspired you, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss the latest updates on Johnny's journey. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a story about a celebrity recovering from an injury. It's a story about endurance, gratitude, and hope. It's about reminding all of us that even legends need time to heal, and when they do, they remind the world that strength isn't about never falling, it's about always getting back up. And that's exactly what Johnny Depp is doing, one careful, determined, beautiful step at a time.